Hello everybody and welcome to the Martinsville Speedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series National Debt Relief 250 in the round of 8 elimination race. After tonight we will know who will be in the championship for joining Austin Hill to fight for a title in Phoenix. Hill, of course, the only one locked in with back-to-back wins, as Mayer already bouncing off the wall out of turn 2 here. Issues for him. And meanwhile at the front, Eric Almirola and the 20 has the early lead. Allgaier runs second. Chandler Smith, your regular season champion, runs third, who comes in below the cut line. Got some work to do as later a caution came out as Patrick Emmerling got spun around. Brandon Jones in the 9 involved, one of your playoff contenders, the 9 involved in the incident. So some early damage for Brandon Jones that he'll have to overcome if he wants to find a way back to the championship for the first time since 2022, as Almirola leads early here in Martinsville at the yellow, and Almirola continuing to lead on lap 9. Allgaier into second. How about Sheldon Creed, who's on the bubble, moving up to third? Allgaier enters today +8, Creed only +5. It is a tight battle for that final transfer spot, and here comes Allgaier on the outside of Eric Almirola, who made a mistake through turn 1 and 2, opened the door for the 7 to get to his outside. Allgaier can just roll that top, and Justin Allgaier takes the lead away here at Martinsville on lap number 11, now trying to find his way into the championship for and see if he can finally win that elusive Xfinity Series Championship. Now lap 21, looking at Cole Custer battling Ryan Sieg, and Sammy Smith gets turned. Austin Hill is collected, as is Parker Kligerman, and a pile up down the front stretch brings out the caution. Sammy Smith on the inside while Austin Hill gets drilled from multiple different angles. Kligerman gets spun around. Alfredo collected as well. And it looks like that'll probably put an end to Austin Hill's winning streak of 2 in a row. Early in this race does not look like he'll make it 3, as Allgaier leads back to the yellow. Almirola is second, Creed in third. Watch as they go down to turn 1, carrying a lot of momentum. The 7 kind of gets stuck on the curb there, and the grass gets ran into by the back of the 20. Big stack up here in turn 1. Heavily damages to 81, which is going to end up taking Chandler Smith out of this race, as well as the 26 of Bubba Pollard. In a dramatic turn of events, the 81 being out, that means he's out of the playoffs. The regular season champion has been eliminated once again. Chandler Smith is going to choke in the round of 8 and get eliminated from playoff contention. Unbelievable. And Jeb Burton just got turned around right there by Brendan Poole. That is going to bring out the caution once again. Wow, what a turn of events. Still reeling from Chandler Smith being out of this race. Allgaier still in control, leading this race, but Chandler Smith, 4-time winner this season, regular season champion by a country mile there at the end of the regular season, was looking in a decent position. He was looking like he could get some points, but he's now out of the race after running into a big stack up under yellow. And behind us, Jeb Burton, Austin Hill getting into the 27, way overdrives turn 3 right there. Barely avoids a crash. They're still nearly 4 wide out of turn 4, and there goes Parker Kligerman. The 48 turned hard into the inside wall, and playoff implications for Kligerman, who is also having a magical playoff run, trying to find his way to the championship 4. Going to get damaged early off the bumper at Jeb Burton. That is going to cost him dearly, as Justin Allgaier continues to dominate here at Martinsville, as stage 1 going to end under yellow for that. We just tossed the yellow, so Allgaier going to get the stage 1 win. Creed second, Almirola third, SVG fourth, then Ryan Sieg in 5th, Alfredo, Williams, Custer, Sawalich, and Retzlaff the top 10. So Custer further putting himself in a good spot to advance, as is Justin Allgaier, getting 10 crucial stage points as Ryan Vargas just got turned by Ryan Sieg, bringing out the yellow, and there's Kligerman. Runs into him at a bad time and causes a pretty big stack up into turn 1, which brings out the yellow. But yeah, as I was saying, Allgaier, huge stage 1 win. Creed getting 9 stage points, puts him in a good spot to advance as well. Right now, looks like it'll be Allgaier, Custer, and Creed, unless something crazy happens, joining Austin Hill in the Final 4 next week in Phoenix when we decide our champions. Now here comes, speaking of Sheldon Creed, he's going for the race lead here at Martinsville on lap number 85 on the inside. Justin Allgaier. Creed dives underneath the 14. That is Greg Van Alst this week. Liam Honeyman up in front of him. Some more lap traffic there. Kligerman's number 48, who's been limping around so far most of the night, just trying to make it to the finish. As this time, Creed gonna lead that lap as he's only have Honeyman in front of him, whereas Kligerman and Van Alst are both blocking Justin Allgaier on the outside lane. But the 7 gets a really good exit of turn 2 there. Is gonna clear Lou Honeyman, and Allgaier will take the lead back here at Martinsville. But Creed, Almirola still both trying to find a way by behind him. An intense battle early in stage 2 here for the race lead. Allgaier still had a Creed who's still giving him some pressure. It's trouble up ahead. There's smoke and a spinner. The leaders barely avoid the 91 of Myatt Snyder, who has gone crashing with Jeb Burton and Preston Pardis into turn 4. And that will bring out the caution flag once again in a chaotic race so far here at Martinsville, which is what we've come to expect from the paperclip over the years, as Allgaier continues to lead this race in absolute dominating fashion, looking to really put himself in a great spot to go to Phoenix. Creed running second, Almirola runs third, Ryan Sieg fourth, and Josh Williams fifth. Allgaier driving away here in Martinsville. Creed second, still trying to find a way by Almirola. Caution out once again here. What happened this time? So maybe Cole Custer maybe got a piece of it at the back end of the field here. Some cars stacking up as it was nearly 4 wide. Sam Mayer sends AJ Allmendinger spinning. Patrick Emmerling involved as well, but a minor little spin, minor incident there. Nothing crazy to bring out the caution. And what has been a caution-filled weekend so far, let alone this race, let alone the truck race last night. And now here's Kligerman, Sawalich, and Clements 3 wide back in the pack. And Clements gets turned with Sawalich and a big pile up down the front stretch. And another caution here in Martinsville. Behind them, Garrett Smithley also got turned head on to the outside wall. Dylan Lupton got collected. Riley Earps gets more damage. And a wild, mayhem-filled race so far at Martinsville. And we're not even, well, we're about 20 laps away from the end of stage 2. Allgaier continuing to lead. He has led most of the race so far. So far, only 3 cars out. Ryan Vargas, Chandler Smith, and Bubba Pollard. Allgaier continuing to lead. Creed runs second. Almirola third. Ryan Sieg fourth. Jesse Love now to the top 5 behind us. SVG just bounced off the wall at a turn 2. Cost himself a couple of spots in the 16 of AJ Allmendinger is destroyed. He's going to get spun around by Erbs trying to come down pit road as AJ got a hard head-on impact into the outside wall in turn 2. Sent in there by playoff contender Brandon Jones. And then the 16 gets turned trying to come down to pit road. That will be the end of the night for AJ Allmendinger. He is done here in Martinsville. It's been a rough couple of races since being eliminated after the Roval. And now Justin Allgaier back out front, leading the way here at Martinsville on lap 117. 10 laps away from a stage sweep. Creed runs in second. Almirola still in third. Top 5 remain the same from the last restart. It's just the 7 absolutely dominating this race as they continuously crash behind him. That's been the theme here in Martinsville, and that continues to be the way it is. Allgaier can lead now. Once again, they're speaking of cars wrecking behind him. There's Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones involved in the 9. The 92 of Dawson Cram also collected. Sammy Smith got turned around, hit head on by Dawson Cram, who got launched in the air by Brandon Jones, who ran right into the back of him. And that might be the end of the night for the 9. Cole Custer also got spun out, but only sustained minor damage. So the 00 should be okay to continue, but that could be the end of the night and the end of the season for Brandon Jones' contention for the championship. We'll end here at Martinsville with a crash as Justin Allgaier continues to dominate. Now back underway here, 3 to go in stage 2. Allgaier leading. Almirola now looking to pass his teammate Sheldon Creed for second, which he will. Gets the 20, another spot right there. It's going to cost Sheldon Creed a point, but right now points don't really matter that much at this moment in time, with Kligerman struggling, Brandon Jones out, and Chandler Smith out. With these SVGs, pretty sure must have been as a caution comes out. That'll give Allgaier the stage 2 win and stage sweep. Almirola, Creed, Sieg, Jesse Love the top 5, then Josh Williams, Kyle Sieg, Blaine Perkins, William Sawalich, and Matt DiBenedetto the top 10 in stage 2. So Justin Allgaier sweeps the stages. Creed gets 17 stage points. And Custer also got some stage points in stage 1. He's looking good. The stage ended prematurely because Sammy Smith got spun down the backstretch. So Justin Allgaier pretty much locking himself into the final 4, as is Cole Custer on points. No matter what happens, those two should advance as there's no way SVG and Creed can really both outpoint them right now. As Almirola now out front, Jesse Love runs in second, and big trouble down the backstretch is Parker Kligerman with Ryan Sieg. So another incident, Parker Kligerman gets collected, and he got bumped by Creed, spun into Cole Custer, who gets a little bit of damage. Then Ryan Sieg runs right into him, and that severely damages the hood of Ryan Sieg's Ford, who's having a really strong run inside the top 10. Now, speaking of Siegs, his brother Kyle is going to turn Preston Pardis into the outside wall under caution. The mayhem continues as Eric Almirola now back out front, lap 138. Caution has come out once more as we go down this back straightaway, this time for the 44 of Brennan Poole. Got turned around, but Sheldon Creed was involved, and upside down goes the 18 of Sheldon Creed. A wild ride into turn 1 here at Martinsville. The 18 went up and over, and that is going to be the end of the night for Sheldon Creed, who was doing so well. Now the question is, can Shane Van Gisbergen outpoint Sheldon Creed for the final spot? It's very unlikely here. More than likely what's going to need to happen is SVG is going to need to win this race. Yeah, I just checked the points, and Creed is good on points, so SVG, the only way he can make it in is by winning this race. And speaking of SVG, he is your new leader here at Martinsville after a remarkable turn of events. 98 to go. SVG leads, in position to upset the playoff field and make the championship 4 to the surprise of just about everybody. But now he's got pressure from the 00 of Cole Custer trying to take the lead away. Here comes the General on the outside lane, your real-life defending champion. Custer working the outside of SVG for this lead. Side by side across the line, Van Gisbergen leads that lap, but the 00 in a great spot now to take the lead away and take control of this race away from Shane Van Gisbergen. There's the caution is out, so now we're racing back to the line for the track position, and it's going to be Cole Custer, your race leader here at the caution flag in Martinsville in stage 3. Caution was out because the 91 got turned around there by DiBenedetto, so the rough day continues for Myatt Snyder in his first race in the 91 this season. Now SVG back out front as Cole Custer came down pit road there due to that caution, so I guess Custer drops back now, back to about 9th. So now SVG back in control of this race here, looking to pull off the upset. It's possible. What a moment this would be, though, if SVG could win back-to-back elimination races to punch his ticket to Phoenix to go fight for a championship. And here goes the 92 of Dawson Cram. He got turned in a big hit. Collects Leland Honeyman and more. Sam Mayer involved. Riley Earps and more. That will bring out the caution. A hard hit there. That was Mason Maggio who turned Dawson Cram around, who collects Leland Honeyman, who bounces off 4 or 5 guys. That will be the end of the night for the 42. Sam Mayer, Brennan Poole, Cram, those guys are going to end up taking themselves out for the day as SVG continues to lead, looking to pull off a massive upset. And now Parker Retzlaff will be scored as your leader here with 80 laps to go. The 31 Easy Care Chevrolet. Retzlaff, of course, remembers how he was so close at Atlanta in the spring, lost in that photo finish, and there goes Kligerman again behind us, collecting Burton, Clements, and Alfredo as they crash into turn 3. And that is going to be the end of the night for Parker Kligerman, who is going to be out of this race, and his Cinderella story in these playoffs will come to an end, unfortunately. And that is it for Parker Kligerman. He had a really, really good playoffs up until this race. It just didn't quite have, the playoff points or the really strong winning speed on his side as Eric Almirola takes the lead away, or is going to fight for the lead with SVG here with just 17 to go. SVG has been in the lead for a remarkable amount of time, is still in position to steal this win and steal this Final Four spot with a huge upset. Almirola, who's faster than him, as is Custer and Jesse Love in this 4-car battle for the lead with just 16 laps to go, are dealing with the lap traffic of Almirola's teammate. Take note, that's William Sawalich. And then the 53 of Mason Maggio. Almirola clear of Maggio, and now clear for the race lead. Almirola gets by SVG. The following lap, here comes Jesse Love. The 2 to the inside. Can Jesse Love take the lead away and get a win to end his season on a high note? As now they're going to be 3 wide for the lead into turn 1. Jesse Love, Eric Almirola, and the lapper of Preston Pardis. Almirola makes it by. What a move. He will lead, but a caution comes out here with like 4 to go. So that means we are going to have NASCAR overtime here at Martinsville. 2-lap shootout. I couldn't quite get the lineup to be exactly the way it was at the time of yellow like I usually do, because for some reason qualifying at this Martinsville track is glitched, so I don't know why that's, but regardless, Almirola is still in the front row, so it is accurate, at least with your leader and the surrounding cars of Custer, Allgaier, and Love. So Almirola out with a brilliant restart. Sammy Smith, who's a couple of laps down, is going to be holding up Custer and Allgaier, which has put Almirola in a great spot to drive away now with the win. White flag in the air, final lap. Presented by Credit One Bank at Martinsville. The battle is for second between Cole Custer and Justin Allgaier, as Eric Almirola is scooting away to another win this season. SVG gonna come up short back there running in 7th, as Eric Almirola is going to win at Martinsville, his 2nd win of the season. Custer and Allgaier, Allgaier ended up 2nd, Custer ended up 3rd, and they will both transfer the championship 4 on points, as will Sheldon Creed. How about that? Creed to the Final 4, as SVG didn't quite have enough to get the job done. It's going to end up finishing in 7th as we see your final race results. SVG had to win. Just wasn't meant to be, so he will be eliminated, as of course Almirola the winner. Allgaier and Custer 2nd and 3rd advanced. How about Jesse Love? And Josh Williams gets his first top 5 since he won at Las Vegas in March. And then Retzloff, Alfredo, Earps, and how about William Sawalich earning his first career top 10 finish. To the rest of the grid there, you see Kligerman, Hill, Creed, Brandon Jones, Chandler Smith all had their issues, and Creed, regardless of finishing 31st, was he earned those stage points, is able to make it. As you look at your updated Xfinity Series playoff grid after the round of 8, Custer and Allgaier advanced comfortably by 50 and 53 points respectively. Sheldon Creed earning those 17 stage points was the difference, as he advanced by 15 over SVG. So if Creed didn't get any stage points, SVG would have been real close to making it in, but Creed advanced by 15. SVG, Chandler Smith, Parker Kligerman, and Brandon Jones are eliminated, and they will not be in contention for the title next week in Phoenix. Shame for the regular season champion Chandler Smith. He just did not have a good playoffs for the 2nd year in a row and gets himself eliminated. And now here we are looking at your championship 4 as we go into Phoenix next week to crown a champion. Austin Hill, Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer, and Sheldon Creed will do battle in the desert, with whoever comes out on top being your 2024 Xfinity Series champion. Hill, defending series champion, 6 wins on the season, has been an absolute menace in the playoffs. Justin Allgaier, of course, making his 5th Championship 4 appearance, trying to be 1 for 5. He's 0 for 4 so far in his career. Custer trying to get the title in his 3rd Final 4 appearance. And, of course, Sheldon Creed, first time in contention for a title, makes it in with 2 wins on the year. And that will be an interesting race next week. As always, before the episode, I want to give a shout out to my channel members. So thank you very much to Brenda Brian and Jeremy Isley. I really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot to me and helps this channel continue to grow and do great things on our road to 1,000 subscribers. If any of you viewers want to become channel members as well, you can click the join button or the link in the description down below to get access to exclusive perks such as early access to my videos, your name on the NASCAR Heat 5 Season 3 finale paint scheme, and much, much more. So until next episode, I hope you all have a good one.